Welcome right into today's explainer. We are jumping straight into the profound teachings and writings of Xie Feng. Now, if you're familiar, you know he's the guide of the community and belief system known as Life Chanyuan. Today, we're really unpacking a fascinating philosophical framework laid out in his essay, Chasing Joy, Escaping Worry. We're going to look at exactly how this worldview takes our everyday, mundane emotional states and connects them to, well, massive cosmic outcomes.
And that brings us right to this massive fundamental question. Can the literal emotions you choose today actually dictate your ultimate cosmic destination? According to Xu Feng's teachings, the answer is an absolute, resounding yes. You kind of have to think of this philosophy as a cause and effect roadmap, where your daily feelings, your moment-to-moment moods, are the steering wheel driving the whole thing.
So, to really understand how we steer this ship, let's look at Section 1, the principle of resonance.
Xu Feng actually grounds this foundational rule in Chapter 23 of the ancient Tao Te Ching. It reads, "Those who are in harmony with the Tao is pleased to receive them. Those who are in harmony with loss is pleased to receive them." Honestly, it operates exactly like tuning an old-school radio. Basically, you get exactly what you tune into.
He establishes this incredibly stark binary system of cause and effect here. Essentially, those who resonate with virtue are joyfully embraced by it. But conversely, those who lack virtue, well, they attract some pretty profound negativity. They're welcomed by what he terms demons and evil spirits.
Okay, so how does this highly ancient, abstract concept actually apply to our everyday psychology? That brings us to Section 2, the law of attraction.
The text draws a super clear line in the sand. Things of a kind gather together. It's the idea that in the house of saints, you're only going to find sages. In a den of thieves, well, you only find thieves. Your internal frequency totally dictates your external reality. If you're positive and optimistic, a positive, optimistic life is naturally going to accompany you.
Which leads Xu Feng to pose this incredibly blunt, practical challenge. Life is short, right? So why on earth would we ever seek out unhappiness? I mean, we don't enjoy spending our precious time with people who just constantly argue with us. By actively choosing negativity, you're essentially choosing to pull up a chair in a room full of conflict.
All right, zooming out from those daily interactions, we arrive at Section 3, the path of Life Chanyuan.
Now, this specific cosmic roadmap we've been talking about requires some really precise alignment. To be warmly embraced by the community, followers literally have to resonate with what are known as the 800 values of Life Chanyuan.
And sitting above all of this is the greatest creator, the absolute ultimate divine force in this belief system. For those who are in harmony with the Creator's will, there's a very specific, monumental reward. They're granted access to his back garden, which is known as the Celestial Islands continent.
For anyone who manages to resonate with him, Xu Feng outlines this progressive, four-step journey for the soul. You start at the second home, progress right through the 1,000-year and 10,000-year worlds before finally reaching that ultimate destination, the Celestial Islands continent.
That very first step, though, the second home, acts as an earthly proving ground, and it requires a core resonance with four specific pillars: joy, happiness, freedom, and bliss. The teaching is that whoever truly loves these four things will remain. Your emotional state is quite literally your membership card. Which brings us perfectly into Section 4, escaping the mortal world.
To tie it all together, Xu Feng summarizes this entire philosophy beautifully through three highly poetic maxims. The first one demands a total shift in focus. Chase the sun and you will escape the darkness. The idea is that you can't just stand there fighting the dark. You have to actively orient yourself toward the light.
The second is chase joy, and you will escape worry. I love how straightforward this is. You simply cannot hold on to worry if you're actively sprinting in the direction of joy. Pursuing the positive automatically sheds the negative.
And finally, chase paradise, and you will escape the mortal world. By consistently tuning your daily frequency to joy and virtue, this philosophy states that you elevate yourself entirely out of mundane, mortal existence.
So it really does all come down to the dial on your own internal radio. I want you to ask yourself, what frequency are you choosing to tune into right now? Are you broadcasting worry or are you broadcasting joy? Because according to these teachings, the universe is always listening and it's ready to echo back whatever song you choose to play. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I'll see you next time.